Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm Kiv, your favorite degenerate, and today I want to talk about how Halo Infinite's matchmaking is punishing good players, and honestly, I really think that this is a very frustrating thing to have in the game, especially when you're trying to hang on to as many players as possible. Like, the exact worst thing to do is to say to a player, hey, you're good, I'm gonna make your life more difficult, and that's kinda what this game has done. So before I get into things, let's go through and give you all some context. When it comes to playing multiplayer in Halo, there are basically two ways to search for games. You can search for games in the social playlist, where it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a casual social experience. You are playing Halo for some fun. Then you have the ranked experience, which is by nature really competitive, and it is everyone trying to verse each other and just show how good people can be, which is sometimes really entertaining and sometimes really depressing. So, my problem with Halo Infinite's matchmaking is only on the social side. My problem basically boils down to, very simply, there is skill-based matchmaking to a crazy degree in social playlists. The reason why this bothers me so much is because I'm Australian, and when you have low population servers, if you're a high-skilled player, you're gonna have a bad time, because you may not be able to actually find matches of Halo Infinite, and the game is so stubborn that it will not allow you to match against people from the same region if their skill level is just too far below you. Alright, I'm gonna try really hard not to come across as a full of myself asshole here, but on a good day when I play this game, I can be pretty deadly. My overall kill-death ratio is a little under 2.5, and in big team battle, it's a little over 3. So sometimes, when I search for a game, the game will actually take a while, and then it'll come back with a message saying there may not be enough people in this playlist for it to be supported. So understandably, that makes me very frustrated, and I know that it's not just me who's having problems with this. Mint Blitz has been really vocal on Twitter because he can't even find matches of certain game modes. And I really don't understand why this system is in place, because the people who are passionate and good at Halo, the people who are keeping the game alive despite current player numbers, we are still getting the shit end of the stick, and we can't play the game. Sometimes I'll end up searching for so long that I end up joining American servers, and my ping ends up being sky high. It basically makes the game unplayable, so I end up losing my motivation to stay with the game. It's very frustrating because I know that there are servers available. So I decided to test my theory of the game making it difficult for good players to find matches. I did this by making a Smurf account. For those of you who may not know what this is, a Smurf account is when a good player will make a new account so that way it doesn't have any history of your skill level. This allows you to verse people of a lower skill level when the game normally wouldn't let you, and I have to say, I tested this and it's true. It works, and I was able to see a huge, noticeable difference. I was finding games quicker, I had better connection in games, and the icing on the cake was that I was versing people of a lower skill level, and it was a good feeling being able to wreck some kids. I almost got a demon, and that's boots on the ground with me. I have played this game for hundreds of hours, and I have only ever gotten one demon before, I believe. So the fact that I almost got another on a new account after only playing for a couple of hours, that's pretty noticeable. So at the same time, that's really depressing to see, because now I know that the game is so stubborn, it would rather not let me find a game than let me join one and have it be unfair that I'm killing too many players. This does kind of circle back to what Max Hoberman was saying from a few months ago. He is one of the original Bungie devs who had a big impact on the matchmaking system for Halos 2 and 3. He said in one of his tweets that he had to actually go against the fundamentals of skill-based matchmaking in order to ensure that matchmaking could still be fun, because when you make a game against other players, sometimes you don't want to always be versing people of the same skill, because then you feel as if you're trying your heart out every goddamn game and you're getting similar results, even if you may have improved as a player. It doesn't make for a very satisfying experience when you're playing a game. Then you have to also think about factoring in things like how a player is going on the day. I know when I haven't played Halo for a while and my shot is off, I am absolutely rubbish. And other times, on a good day, I'm probably a little bit better than trash. So there's a lot of different variables to consider when you're making matchmaking systems for games. In general though, I really do believe that having the fun factor to be there on the social multiplayer side is really important. You want to be able to go into a game of big team battle and still be able to relax. You don't want to have to feel as if you have to always be going at 110%. I know that's something that a lot of Halo players really didn't like about Halo 5. You couldn't feel as if you could just switch off and play a chilled game. It always was 110% or nothing, and I don't want that to be the same case for Halo Infinite. This game is supposed to have a 10-year plan with multiple seasons and balancing changes accordingly as we go through time. So I think that changing the matchmaking system is definitely in the realm of possibilities. They've been doing it for ranked, so why can't we also do it for social multiplayer as well? Personally, I genuinely do think that having a better mix-up of the matchmaking to allow for people to find games, particularly in low population areas like Australia, is a really important thing going forward. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and what would you do if you were in charge of the matchmaking system for Halo Infinite? Let me know, and if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. It's all part of the great journey. So join me. I've been Kiv, and I'll see you all on the next one.